Westwood One Radio Network. Week 10 kicked off in Charlotte. Panthers ran over the Falcons 25-15. Deontay Foreman ran for 130 yards and a score. Laviska Shenault added a 41-yard rushing touchdown as Carolina ran for 232 on the ground as a team. Panthers moved to 3-7. Falcons fall to 4-6. The Raiders placed tight end Darren Waller on injured reserve. Waller's missed 3 games with a hamstring strain and hasn't played since suffering the injury in Week 5. Las Vegas also placing wide receiver Hunter Renfrow on IR with an oblique injury. Both players out for a minimum of 4 weeks. Meanwhile, Browns cornerback Denzel Ward plans to play this week against the Dolphins. He's missed the last 3 games with a concussion. In other news, the Chargers waived former 2019 first-round pick defensive tackle Jerry Tillery. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Did you hear about Taco Bell's apology? Yeah, they apologized for going too far with their breakfast. Like the naked egg taco and chicken biscuit nachos? It was too much. All you need in the morning is tasty, simple food. Like the breakfast crunch wrap. Fluffy eggs, melty cheese, sausage, crispy hash browns, wrapped in a warm tortilla. Or, as some call it, a breakfast crunch thing. Grab one today, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell stores during breakfast hours only until 11 a.m. While supplies last. Contact local store for hours and participation, which vary.
For all your printing needs this holiday, Staples has you covered.
I need custom printed holiday cards for my one-of-a-kind business.
Staples has you covered.
It's beginning to look a lot like I need custom party invites. Fast.
I need cards for everyone who gave me a hand this year without spending an arm and a leg.
Staples has you covered with personalized holiday cards and invites. And now save 40% on custom holiday cards and invitations. For everything you need printed, go to Staples, the working and learning store. In-store and online, ends 12/17. Exclusions and restrictions apply.
Well, good day, sunshine. It is a beautiful Friday morning in the neighborhood. It is a Veterans Day, November 11th, 2022. And, Veterans Day in Great Britain, it's Armistice Day. It used to be Armistice Day in the U.S., and then it became Veterans Day. The armistice from World War I, signed at the 11th hour on the 11th day of the 11th month, 1918. So, just letting you know. We've got a look at news and sports and a few other things before we are through. Anything exciting going on, Gene?
You mean today or this weekend? And
well, in your life or whatever. Yeah.
There's just a few things going on. You know, you just can hardly find something to do in Imperial Valley.
Okay, and we mentioned it before. A twist with the Cattle Call Rodeo. There is a rodeo performance tonight.
Yeah, and that's brand new. They'll have it, tonight. Then they'll have tomorrow night, and then they'll have the matinee on Sunday.
You know, it all makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that way you don't have to rodeo up twice in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got time to, rub some liniment on all the bruises and bumps, and then get back on that bucking bronco the next day.
Yeah, you can put some on yourself, and you can also put some. Yeah, they'll be happy to accommodate you if you'd like to put some on the bulls. So you can.
Yes, okay. And if you want a little dab in your coffee, probably would go a long way.
A little dab will do it.
Yes.
Remember that? Where that?
Oh, yes, Brill Cream.
Brill Cream.
Little dab will do you. Okay. Birthdays today. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Guitarist Vince Martell of Vanilla Fudge, 77. And keyboardist Jim Pederick of Ides of March is 72. He also played with Survivor. And Paul Cowsill of the Cowsills, 71. And other birthdays today, let's see. Actor Stanley Tucci is 62. Actor Demi Moore, 59. Actor David DeLuise is 51. Dom DeLuise's little boy, and I mention it every year. David DeLuise, son of Dom DeLuise, one of the guys I went through training with at Fort Gordon. Dead ringer for Dom DeLuise.
But he wasn't, huh?
Yeah, it still is. Actor Tyler Christopher is 50. Actor Leonardo DiCaprio is 48. Actor Scoot McNairy, 45. Scoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a cool name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to introduce you to Scoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Scooter.
Scooter.
That
Scoot,
was
get
Phil
out of here.
Rizzuto. Yeah. Actor Krista B. Allen, 31. Local birthdays coming up. Stick around.
Hi, Tracy here. Join me and Carroll at the Grocery Outlet store in Brawley Saturday, noon to 2.
Grocery Outlet is hosting a 2-day Gobble Gobble giveaway.
November 12th and the 13th, they'll randomly select a customer and give them a free turkey. All the details are at the Grocery Outlet in Brawley. What a fun weekend.
Wait, what? They're calling us turkeys?
No, they're giving away turkeys all weekend long at the Grocery Outlet in Brawley.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Ariana Segura, Cassidy Dermody, Debbie Knights, Rita Zabala, Martin Chavez, Vivian Barola, Lisa Gamboa, Miguel Corona, Tina Williams, Kristen Rivera, Deepa Patel, Hillary Johnson, Rick Breland, Cuco Gonzalez, Juan Silva, Jennifer Hunter, Brittany Ortega, Kelly McMullen, and Domingo Enriquez. Happy birthday from Kxo. Well, I know you can hardly wait, but the life story of Snoop Dogg is coming to life. The rap weed that this guy has smoked, leaving his memory behind shouldn't be too difficult, Gene. Yeah.
Who do you think's going to be the director?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
I thought
but they haven't asked me.
Well, I thought you were going to, give us the inside scoop on Snoop.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just wait and we'll see.
All we're going to be able to do.
Yep. Okay. Anyway, all sorts of things going on. There are Veterans Day ceremonies today, and Gene will tell you about them when we get to local news.
When we get there.
Yeah, right now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's jump in with a look at World in California news headlines. Brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal, your friend in the business, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News brief. Ukrainians celebrating Russia's withdrawal from the strategically significant western side of the Dnipro River. But as CBS's Chris Livesay reports from Ukraine, the place still isn't safe.
Russian forces now leave behind a deadly trail of landmines and booby traps. Ukrainian civilians have been killed when they found a landmine hidden inside their washing machine or underneath their bed. So Ukrainian forces are now proceeding with extreme caution.
After slamming into Florida, Hurricane Nicole is now a tropical depression heading up the eastern seaboard.
The center of the storm is moving through Georgia on up towards Atlanta, and then will make a sharp bend to the north-northeast over the next 12 hours or so.
WCBS meteorologist Craig Allen warning of possible flash floods as far north as Vermont. As the U.S. observes Veterans Day, the U.K. is observing Remembrance Day, marking the moment World War I ended with a nationwide 2-minute silence. CBS News Brief, I'm Vicki Barker.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California Headline News, new Twitter owner Elon Musk telling the company's employees at his first all-company meeting that they can't work there if they don't work on campus. No more working from home.
Basically, if you can't show up at an office and you do not show up at the office, resignation accepted. End of story.
2 executives working in the security and privacy division of Twitter quit after Musk's first company meeting. The news coming just hours after Twitter's chief information security officer also quit. State Attorney General Rob Bonta files a lawsuit against the manufacturers of toxic forever chemicals known as PFAS. 18 different manufacturers listed in the suit, including 3M and DuPont.
They continued to produce them in mass and for mass use.
The lawsuit seeking injunctive relief, damages, penalties, and restitution. The COVID crisis far from over in California. Cases up 11%, hospitalizations up 8%. This coming ahead of the holidays as more cities and counties run out of beds. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts, your friend in the business. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Qatar, here we come.
Christian's travel agency has one goal.
Talk to you soon.
The world's biggest soccer tourney.
The hotel is 7 miles from the stadium. Are you serious? Did you email the transportation company?
Now he needs an Arabic interpreter on his roster.
I don't speak it either.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
So you tested positive for COVID. What's next? Treat yourself. COVID treatments like Paxlovid are free. Taken by pill, these medications can stop the illness from getting serious. So treat yourself. Call a healthcare provider or the statewide COVID hotline at 833-422-4255 to find free treatment today. Again, that's 833-422-4255. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Quick Lane has 3 locations in the valley. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news. If you haven't heard, Carroll, this is Veterans Day. Schools and most governmental establishments will be closed, including cities, counties, and the Imperial Irrigation District. On today, the city of Brawley will be hosting a Veterans Day ceremony. It will be at 11 a.m. and it will be held at the Veterans Memorial Wall on Main Street. The city of El Centro will be hosting a Veterans Day ceremony. It begins at 11 a.m. and it'll be held in the Veterans area at Buckley Park. Both the ceremonies are to honor men and women who have and are serving in the U.S. Armed Forces. This Saturday, the American Legion Post 25 will host a Veterans Day deep pit barbecue that includes beans and salad from noon until 5 p.m. There is a $13 donation. You can pick up or dine in. Got your choice. It will be held at 569 Broadway, El Centro. Tickets are currently available at the bar. Well, COVID cases, active cases are up. Here's George Gale with more.
The numbers were updated yesterday. The COVID numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. According to the latest numbers, there are currently 211 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. That is just a little more than the 203 active cases reported Tuesday. State tier metrics for Imperial County are unchanged. Fatalities resulting from the virus remain at 957. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, coming up 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires, guaranteed. We're talking the finest names in tires: Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlap, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. Check the prices, then talk to your Quick Lane service advisor. He will give you the best price, guaranteed. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Continuing with more local news, an El Centro student brought a stun gun to school. El Centro police were notified by school staff that a student at Wilson Junior High had shown the stun gun to several students on campus. Police filed a report on the incident, and the student was turned over to his parents. Thursday morning, there was a collision. It was reported at about 7 Thursday morning. According to the initial report, the vehicle was being pursued by the U.S. Border Patrol when it made contact with a semi on westbound Interstate 8 at the Brock Research Center Road off-ramp. Not many details are being released. The Highway Patrol did report the driver of the big rig suffered whiplash and required medical attention. It is not known if there were any other injuries. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news is a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. At El Centro Motors, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive. And don't forget about mobile service available wherever you are in the valley. El Centro Motors, Quick Lane, Tire and Auto Centers. The Peanut Patch is celebrating. That's right. Donna and Pat are celebrating their 25th anniversary at the Peanut Patch on Saturday, November 19th. Now, the Peanut Patch has been around longer than that, but Pat and Donna have been there for 25 years now. There's going to be lots of vendors with free samples for everyone. They will be selling tamales, and the Peanut Patch will be donating 10% of sales to the Crossroads Mission. Don't forget the Peanut Patch. What a great place to visit. A great day trip. Well, yeah, you're going to find all sorts of great things. Homemade chocolates, fresh English toffee made from scratch, and they have their own post office. They can ship anywhere in the universe for you. It's the Peanut Patch celebrating their 25th anniversary Saturday, November 19th. We will see you there. And it's page 2 of the local news with weather, all brought to you by Dale Howard with LPL Financial Services for retirement or investment needs. If you've got questions, talk to Dale Howard, member FINRA SIPC. Continuing with more local news this morning, one suspect in custody, George Gale explains.
One other is still at large. They are suspected in the November 5th shooting in Calipatria. Police say the shooting at the apartments on a Bonita Road was gang-related. The juveniles, 3 juveniles were shot. One was treated and released. 2 others remain hospitalized with life-threatening wounds. This week, a 16-year-old Westmoreland resident was taken into custody. Second suspect is reportedly or has reportedly been identified, but police do not know his location. They did say they felt the second arrest was imminent. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial County Register of Voters released another update on the November 8th general election. As of Thursday evening, there were approximately 14,800 unprocessed vote-by-mail ballots and provisional ballots yet to be counted. More vote-by-mail ballots postmarked by Election Day are expected. Thursday's count shows about 1,600 ballots were processed since the Wednesday update. Another update is expected on Friday evening. Well, it's the final week of Cattle Call, and it starts this weekend. George Gale explains.
It will be a full weekend. There are 3 rodeo performances this year. The first is this evening at Cattle Call Arena. Gates open at 5 p.m. with the rodeo performance at 7 p.m. Saturday starts at 5:30 in the morning with the Chuck Wagon Breakfast in Plaza Park. Annual Cattle Call Parade begins at 9 a.m. Second Cattle Call Rodeo performance is also Saturday evening at 7 p.m. Gates open at 5 p.m. The third rodeo performance is at the Cattle Call Arena on Sunday, starting at 1 p.m. Gates open at 11 a.m. Sunday is also Family Day with free pony rides, face painting, a roping exhibition, and a whole lot more. Tickets to all the rodeo performances will be available at the gate. Pre-sale, however, is recommended for preferred seating. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors meeting will be held this coming Tuesday, November the 15th. It will not be held in the IID auditorium. The biweekly meeting will be held in the IID Executive Training Room in the Round Building on Main Street in El Centro. The directors' public meeting begins at 1 p.m. They will consider a funding request for the University of California Food Smart program. One is the amended purchase and sale agreement and related documents with Hell's Kitchen Geothermal. And they will discuss the generator interconnection agreement for Titan Solar 2. The meeting can also be viewed via WebEx. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at LPL Financial, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all of your financial needs. Dale Howard is committed to help you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Give Dale a call today at 760-344-6002. That's 344-6002 for your personal financial review.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Insurance products offered through LPL Financial or licensed affiliates. LPL Financials are independent entities.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, mainly tranquil weather conditions will prevail through the next several days. Below normal temperatures will continue through next week, with Saturday being the warmest day, highs into the low 70s. A mostly dry weather system will move across the region Sunday into early Monday, only bringing another round of breezy conditions. Otherwise, precipitation chances will essentially remain zero through at least the next 7 days. 71 our high yesterday, 43 the low. Today, Veterans Day, increasing clouds with a high near 71. West wind about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 45. East-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest after midnight. Sunny on Saturday with a high near 72. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming calm. Sunday will be sunny with a high near 70. West-northwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. 52 degrees, 50% relative humidity, wind out of the west-northwest 5 to 7 miles an hour. Local news, page 2 in the weather, brought to you by Dale Howard with LPL Financial Services, your investment expert. Call Dale for a free investment review. Member FINRA SIPC.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we created the truck of the future for everyone, the Ford F-150, with an available 360-degree camera package that helps you spot obstacles. And with available Sync 4, designed to listen, respond, and give you an added boost of confidence. Because the truck of the future isn't created for just a few. It's created for America. The Ford F-150. Drive one today. We want your trade. Now get 1.9% APR Ford credit financing for 60 months on a 2022 Ford F-150 truck. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers. Learn more at buyfordnow.com. Not all buyers would qualify for Ford credit financing. 1.9% APR financing for 60 months at $1,748 per month for $1,000 finance regardless of down payment. Not available on Raptor, Tremor, and Lightning. Residency restrictions apply. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 1/3/2023. See dealer for qualifications and complete details.
And it's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. High school football last night, Central moves on in CIF playoff action. They beat the Brawley Wildcats 28-14. The Spartans will play at home Friday night, November 18th, against the winner of the Ramona-San Marcos game that's being played tonight in Ramona. Other games tonight on AM 1230 and the KXO YouTube channel, it's Bishops and Imperial. The game at La Jolla High School, Mickey Dale, George Grahava will have the action starting at 6:45, again on AM 1230 and the KXO YouTube channel. And we'll keep you up to date on the scores from the Classical Academy Vincent Memorial game and the Palo Verde La Jolla Country Day games as CIF playoff action continues.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneers services, visit pmhd.org today.
And in NFL action, it was the Panthers outlasting the Falcons 25-15 in the rain. Coming up Sunday, we've got Raiders on FM 107.5. It'll be the Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts at noon. Sunday night football, it's the Chargers and the 49ers. Big matchup, that game right here on AM 1230. NBA action last night. Trailblazers topped the Pelicans 106-95. In overtime, the Heat beat the Hornets 117-112. Hawks over the 76ers 104-95. And the Wizards whipped the Mavericks 113-105. Adam Silver said he has no doubt that Brooklyn Nets star Kyrie Irving is not anti-Semitic, after the two had what the NBA commissioner called a direct and candid conversation earlier this week at the league's headquarters in New York. And the Dodgers and Clayton Kershaw are nearing agreement on a one-year deal that would bring the future Hall of Famer back to the Dodgers for a 16th season. That's it for Sports Time. Brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. And it's financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. New car prices are finally coming down. A little, anyway. Cars are still selling on average for more than the manufacturer's sticker prices, but at least they're closer, according to analysts. Meanwhile, inflation cools much more than expected. Americans and the Federal Reserve got some welcome news yesterday on inflation. The Consumer Price Index rose 7.7% for the year ending in October, a much slower pace of increase than the 8% economists had expected, and the lowest annual inflation reading since January. The stock market skyrocketed on that news, with Dow futures surging by more than 800 points in hopes the Fed would dial back its aggressive rate hikes. What's the market doing right now? Well, they've dialed back. The Dow off 183 points at 33,531. The S&P 500 up 14 at 3970. The NASDAQ up 131 points at 11,245. Gold up $11 an ounce. Oil up $3.07 per barrel. Yeah, better buy a barrel now while you can. And meanwhile, the CEO of FTX has resigned as the FTX cryptocurrency exchange files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Today, Veterans Day, we'll have increasing clouds with a high near 71, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming north. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 45, east-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest after midnight. Saturday, sunny with a high near 72, west-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, and then becoming calm. And right now, downtown El Centro, we are looking at 53 degrees, 49% relative humidity. Wind out of the west-northwest at 5 to 7 miles per hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, in El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best wings in town.
Burgers and Beer, what I like about Burgers and Beer, the menu, everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
Is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Stacey Lynn in Washington. President Biden is in Egypt for international climate talks. He says the world is facing a pivotal moment right now in the fight against the climate crisis.
The climate crisis is about human security, economic security, environmental security, national security, and the very life of the planet.
After COP27, the president heads to Cambodia for a pair of conferences. Then Monday, it's off to the G20 summit in Indonesia. The president also took a moment this morning to honor veterans. He reflected on the sacred obligation as a nation to make sure all those who serve are taken care of when they return home. And on this rain scene in Washington, Friends of the Memorial and the National Park Service hosted a ceremony and a wreath laid to honor those who served during World War II.
Big Ben tolling 11 times as Britons marked the moment on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918 that the guns of World War I fell silent, remembering all who fell.
They shall grow not old, as we who are left grow old.
This Sunday, Remembrance Sunday, Charles III will lay a wreath at the National War Memorial for the first time as king.
CBS's Vicki Barker in London. On to the midterms. 3 days after Election Day, and the votes are still being counted in Arizona and Nevada. The winners of those key races are still unknown. CBS's Scott McFarlane is on Capitol Hill.
There are tens of thousands of votes remaining to be counted in those. Margins to be narrow, so it will take time. But the votes counting is going as expected. It is a safe, secure vote. It's a safe, secure count.
Campaigning has begun once again in Georgia, where there will be a runoff election December 6th, since neither candidate won by a decisive enough victory. Russia says a military withdrawal from Kherson is complete. And crowds cheered on Ukrainian soldiers in Kherson's Freedom Square, but CBS's Chris Livesay says the region is still unsafe.
Right now, according to a Ukrainian MP in southern Ukraine, he tells us that Ukrainian troops have entered the city of Kherson. This comes after Russia announced earlier today that they were leaving the area.
Well, yesterday was a stellar day for the markets. The Dow with its biggest rally in 2 years. Will the momentum continue? Right now, Wall Street is mixed. The Dow's down 148 points. NASDAQ up 118. This is CBS News.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more.
Music Memories brought to you by Boot Barn. Award-winning country musician Chris Stapleton has no issues writing songs for other artists. He actually enjoys it and willingly embraces it.
There was a time when if there was a song that everybody liked and they thought it was a great song, there'd be 4, 5, 10 versions of it. For me, that still is true. I like to hear other people do things that I wrote because they're always going to interpret it differently than I would. That's what artistry is.
Boot Barn strives to offer a piece of the American spirit. Boot Barn, proud supporters of the West.
Riser House and Virtus Nutrition present the new deluxe edition album from Dylan Carmichael, Son of a. Dylan Carmichael's Son of a Deluxe Edition features 18 songs, including a special acoustic version of the title track, Son of a. Big Truck, Paychecks and Long Necks, and Hot Beer.
I'd rather drink a hot beer.
Gets Dylan live on the road on the Son of a Tour. Get all the details at DylanCarmichael.com. And check out the new deluxe edition, Son of a, brought to you by Virtus Nutrition.
This Veterans Day, a new law that helps our vets.
It is a timely Veterans Day reminder. Due to the recently passed so-called PACT Act, toxic exposure screenings are now available to veterans who might have been exposed on active deployment in places like Afghanistan or Iraq.
We owe it to our veterans to make sure that the health risks that they face in serving their country are managed.
Dr. Cecile Rose is a pulmonologist at the Center for Deployment-Related Lung Disease at National Jewish Health in Denver. Tom Foti, CBS News.
And as a thank you for your service, free food. And there are plenty of places wanting to serve vets and active duty military members. Free breakfast food at IHOP and Denny's today. If you want something sweet, though, Dunkin' and Krispy Kreme are giving service members free donuts. Starbucks offering up free coffee. Wendy's, Smashburger, and Buffalo Wild Wings are also giving vets free eats by showing a military ID. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
When I wake up in the morning.
AM 1230.
Here we go now.
KXO.
1230